Hello and welcome. This is game 2 of the best of 3 series between WFZ spawning as the red undead in the lower right versus Nicker spawning as the purple night elf in the upper left. This is for war3.ofuns.com. What exactly is ofuns? It's a website. Are they running a tournament or a league for these games? There's a whole bunch of them. You can find them at replays.net if you'd like. I have no idea. I don't know. I went to their website. It's all in Chinese. I did, of course, translate it, but the translation just wasn't really that good enough to really inform me exactly what it was. It looks like it's kind of a Warcraft 3 hub website, and it looks like it's been going for quite some time. They have a lot of good content, so if you can read Chinese, or I guess it's Mandarin, actually. If you can read Mandarin, then go ahead and check them out, because that is an awesome website. But unfortunately, I can't really read it. And if you do know exactly what this is for, if you can tell that ofuns is running a tournament, or if they're running a league, or if this is something special, or whatever the heck this is, feel free to tell me, because I would love to know. I just don't have the ability to find out on my own. I just can't read Chinese. So there is that. We're going to see a ghoul coming in here to scout. I believe we saw this last time as well. Here comes the Death Knight and the ghouls, and we're going to see this ghoul is coming over here to this base, just kind of looking around, saying, what can I do as a ghoul? A ghoul. I keep saying ghoul, but that's obviously not how you say ghoul. So you can see him just doing a little bit of harass right there. Nothing too much, and now there is an ensnared archer, so he might come here and get some free hits off on that archer. Is he going to? It looks like he will. Yes, indeed. There he goes and does it. And not going to try to take too much damage from the Ancient of War, because of course that will do a lot of damage, but he is slowing down this AOW creep, which is a pretty big deal whenever you're slowing down an AOW creep. Goes ahead and picks off that critter, which is just preparation for this Death Knight, who's going to come in there with that Rod of Necromancy as well as his Dust of Appearance, so go ahead and immediately get a Rod off. And of course, he did sell his TP as well, so he's doing some really hard push right here, and he's going to go ahead and immediately get Unholy Aura. I do like the build the Undead is using. It's a nice little ghoul build, one of the many variations of ghoul builds that you can indeed play as an Undead, but I do like this one. You've probably all seen it dozens of times on ladder, but it's a nice build. It's something that I haven't seen all that much of actually recently, though, so I do like seeing it kind of respawn back again a little bit. It kind of reminds me of back when Undeads would do a Ghoul Garg, but we're not going to see that in this game, of course. Well, we might, but it's fairly unlikely, because Gargs just aren't that great against Night Elf. They never really were, ever since AOW creeping kind of started. I mean, that pretty much was the point where it was like, oh, Gargs all of a sudden aren't that good anymore. So because a lot of Ghoul Garg relied on really keeping the hero levels of the Night Elf down and doing a lot of harassing, a lot of containing. With AOW creeping, it became just about impossible to do that, though. I mean, you can still do it, but it's really hard. It's really hard. You have to be really good at it, and there's really just no undeads who really are mainstream, I guess you would say, really good undeads that I know of, at least, that think it's really worth, trying to anymore, because fiends are just a billion times easier to use and give, honestly, better results, I think, in a lot of the cases. But anyway, we're going to see this is the Ghoul Rush, right? Yeah, and we're trying to get us around on this Demon Hunter. He does have a Ring of Protection +2, which is a nice item when you're trying to take a lot of damage from these ghouls early on in the game. Down here, we're going to see these archers, 3 archers at this point. Are we going to see a surround on this Demon Hunter? It looks like he's going for it. Maybe just, nope, switch to the archers instead. Is he going to see one of those archers will go down? We're going to see another archer go down perhaps right there. Nope, we're going to see the almost having the surround off on that Demon Hunter, leaving one little spot open. That's all it takes to get out. And there is the surround on the Demon Hunter, going to force a teleport out of there. And are we going to see he's just going to run straight over this way, knows where that Demon Hunter is going to be. If he gets a second surround off, he will kill the hero, and that will allow him to do a ton of damage early on in this game. We see a Moonwell right there coming up, and over here we can see that he is now going to maybe go for the Moonwells at this point. He could go, yes indeed, going to go for those Moonwells. Going to do a little bit of damage. Going to get that, 2 of those skeletons side by side. That's a bit of a mistake, and of course the Wisp was able to dispel both of those. It's something you generally don't want to do. You want to run those in opposite directions whenever a Wisp comes your way. Wisp. I can't do my S's very well. Wisp. Yeah. Wisp, eh? You got a wisp, yeah? Sorry. So I don't know. So we have the back to the game, right? The game's the important thing here. So we do see the Death Knight now running away with all these ghouls, and the Demon Hunter actually going to come up here and say, so he's going to be doing a little bit of damage, just being grumpy because he did get surrounded, but he does have Boots of Speed at this point. Again, whenever you have Boots of Speed, it's really hard to be surrounded. And so let's look back here. We can see this is now about to hit tier 2. Are we going to see a Tavern Hero? We might see another Naga Sea Witch second for WFZ. Will we indeed see that? Yes, we will. There it is. And that's a really nice pickup. There is no more Rod of Necromancy for the Undead at this point. Cold arrows being used to try to slow down this demon hunter as he runs around the map. Not really a big deal, just trying to keep the undead army at bay. He doesn't want the undead army to come in here and do what he did last time, cancel tier 2 buildings, because those are kind of important. You need them. And I just got highlighted on IRC. Sorry if you heard that. That was a little bit loud, but hopefully that won't happen again. So over here we can see this is the Death Knight running in this way. He does have boots of speed now. He can pass that over to his Nagasi, which at some point trying to kill this panda, trying to get us around on this panda, I should say. Will that happen? It doesn't look like it. Now going for the Death Knight, the Demon Hunter, I mean. The Demon Hunter indeed. Will he be able to get it? Doesn't look like it. Oh, it's going to be really, really close, but no, the Demon Hunter is going to be able to get away. No problem. Scot-free just like that. And there he goes. Now you do see these archers coming in here. Now with those archers there, and that panda as well as the demon hunter, that's enough damage to really force the undead to say I don't want to fight that just yet. We can see a slaughterhouse going up and tier 3 tech being on its way for the undead as well. You can see the panda now taking a bit of damage, but did get a breath of fire off. And over here we can see that there is now a staff of preservation on that demon hunter, so let the panda focus go is essentially what he's thinking, because he can just staff him right on out of there. Of course, you just have to be a little bit wary of... No, he doesn't. The Death Knight's not even level 2. I was going to say he has to be a little bit wary of a coil. I knew it was only... I was like, it's going to be level 1, but no, he's only level 1, so he's not level 2. He does not have coil yet. A little bit late in the game to not have coil, but of course, that's essentially what happens when you have this much focus going on in the early game, where you're just kind of dealing with the hero harassing each other. I'm going to go ahead and see that panda picking off a critter, because, you know, pandas don't like sheep. Going to kill 2 sheep, actually. That's a massacre at this point. I'm going to have to get some moral police. Whatever. The point is that we have these ghouls running away at this point, and you have this Death Knight as well. It's kind of just not doing too much. The Naga actually kind of low, but he does have that boots of speed at this point, so he's not in a bad spot. Gonna get mana burned again, down to 60 mana. About out at this point. Serena Scarscale. What a name. That's an awesome name. Serena Scarscale. I mean, seriously, but that is a pretty cool name. Firebrand for the Demon Hunter. And Masha Stormstout. Oh, the panda. But Baron Mort. That's actually a French word. More. I think it's just pronounced Mort. No, I don't think the T is pronounced. Or is it? Because there's an E, so there might be Mort. I think it'd be Mort. Whatever. It means dead if you're French. So, you know, he's Baron dead. Kind of. It's a little bit scarier when it's in French. Baron dead doesn't sound that intimidating. But anyway, we're not really talking about the game. So here you see both players are creeping out at this point. And we do see, of course, now tier 3 for WFZ is going ahead and researching Ghoul Frenzy. God dang it. Okay. Ghoul Frenzy, as well as getting the Lich out. And there is Destroyer form as well. He does have a statue on the field. With the Frenzy, he's going to be able to do a ton of damage. 2 Dryads are out as well as those 3 archers, and I probably shouldn't be looking over here, but here we do see a little bit of this engagement happening. Nothing actually happened while I wasn't looking. I figured I'd have just enough time to look over there to that Night Elf base, just in case anyone was curious. That is a very fast Demon Hunter, as you can see with that boots of speed. Staffing out an archer didn't take a lot of damage onto this panda. Of course, both heroes for the Night Elf now having the staff preservations, which is going to make it really hard to get anything dead when you're not, or to get anything dead. That's going to make it really hard to get anything dead when you're not actually in the Night Elf base. Yeah, sorry. It's going to make it really hard to kill anything when you're not in the Night Elf base, because of course they can just staff units back to the base, which is a little bit frustrating, as everyone who's ever played against the Night Elf knows. But you know, it's good for the Night Elf to do it, and it's nice for them to have that ability to, you know, get by with a fewer units all game long, because they can just keep them alive. So there's that. I mean, oh, that's that. Okay, so we're going to see the Illusion Demon Hunter coming in here. The Lich just saying, I don't really care about that guy. I know the Lich is a male, by the way. Some people like to tell me. I occasionally I'll refer to the Lich as a girl, as a her. I know he's a male, but I like to think he's a girl. Because he just, look at that beautiful face. Aww. Just want to kiss it. Come here, Lich. Okay, back to the game. Anyway, so, I'm sorry, I've been casting for way too long at this point. It's a lack of water. Okay, so here we see the panda, the right panda immediately being focused down, getting staffed right out of there. And we do have this Demon Hunter now being the next target. He actually has a rejuvenation on him from that the bear, as well as a potion of lesser invulnerability. We're going to see a nice healing scroll going off, I think, for the undead right there, after a haste fire being used by that panda. We're going to see some more damage going off, looking like some more damage going off onto the Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter going ahead and using the potion of invulnerability. Mana burning the Lich, trying to get both these units out of here, focusing down those Dryads. This positioning is absolutely crazy good, but it's all over the place, just everywhere for both players, and of course, not both players, Night Elf just all over the place, and the Undead doing a good job keeping his units balled up. The Demon Hunter now taking some damage as well. Is he going to get staffed out? He's going to run away. He's going to make it to a shop in time. No, the shop isn't actually finished. I think the shop might have been killed or something earlier. I'm not sure. I didn't see it die, but it's going to get finished right there. We're going to see these Principles. Really good timing push by WFZ, picking all these units off right before they get to their super powerful forms in the bear form and all that. But here we're going to see lots of very low HP ghouls trying to get out of the fight at this point, running away. And it looks like they're going to be able to get out in the Panda, now taking the rest of the damage. And now he's going to go down as well. That's going to give level 3 to the Death Knight, and GG is called. So that is game 2 for the best of 3. If you didn't catch game 1, just click right here and you'll be able to watch that as well. That is, of course, WFZ, spawn it right there as the red. And because you can't see his name, but whatever. So that was a fun game. That was a fun little 2 games. And hopefully my antics didn't bother anyone too much. Sorry. I know, people. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Look, I'm a little tired right now. Okay, so I'm a little tired, a little water deprived. But so that's game 2 for ofuns, whatever ofuns is. So again, if you guys know what ofuns is, feel free to tell me. I'd love to know, because I know they have that website and I went there, but again, I don't really know what it is. So there is that, and yeah, I guess that's all I got to say. So I'll see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, that's my Halloween laugh. Hope you like it.